Okay, like, listen to me really, really good. Some people deserve to go to jail. Some people deserve to go to jail. Some people deserve to go to jail in the back of cop cars. The others in the ambulance. Check out this next clip.
Get in the car.
Am I not in the car?
Put your feet in the car. Put the feet up into the car.
My feet is attached to my body and my body's in the car. But I'm in the car.
Get in the
Put
car.
your feet
Just spit on my
in
lip.
the car
That's
now.
They're in the car. You would have to take the handcuffs off first. Oh, shit.
You want to lift her up going that way?
I'm trying.
If you're gonna do this, can you stop hurting me?
Can you get in the car properly? Just
I thought I
put
was.
into the...
Why am I going over there? I thought I need to go in the car.
Stand up.
I thought I need to stay in the car.
We tried that.
I thought I need to stay in the car. So what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Why just arrest me, officer? You and the other one, officer, arrest me.
Now, guys, we already know she wasn't going to fit in the back of that cop car. Like, let's just be honest. For y'all that know what it feels like to be in back of one, they're small. Let's just be honest. There's not a lot of foot room. And we all know Lizzo wasn't going to squeeze behind that bad boy. She was playing big time games. You know what? They showed her. And they're probably going to bill her, too. There's a good chance she's going to get billed for that ambulance ride. I wouldn't be surprised. She deserved it.
I guess my deepest, darkest secret is the reason I don't have female friendships is because I all of their men.
Yeah, it doesn't come as a surprise. It does not come as a surprise, bro. Guys, in this next clip, this lady absolutely goes off on black men. She is absolutely going off on black men. Why? She gets into an encounter at the gym, of all places, where men are not allowed to talk to women. And this is what happens. Check it out.
A white man today at the YMCA told me to get off of a machine because he so-called was using a machine when he wasn't. As I was approaching the machine was actually vacant. Okay? So he says, I was using that machine. I said, no, you weren't. Because there was no one there. You were on another machine, right? So he tried to use intimidation tactics and tried to antagonize me to get off of the machine. And I stood my ground and I looked directly at him and I said that I will not get off this machine because I pay for this membership as well as you do. And you don't own this gym. You don't own this gym, so you don't tell me what to do. So fast forward, he's extremely pissed off and he's running around there just throwing weights around. He looks as though he is agitated. So again, I'm finished with my reps on that machine. So I go to the other side of the gym and I started doing some lateral pull downs. Now this was supposed to be my leg day, but I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit, right? So I started doing lateral pull downs. So as I'm doing that, I am scanning the gym and I see him talking to this girl and I'm just looking around. I said, okay, I'm assuming that it's his girlfriend because again, I got one eye open with him because he was slamming stuff around and I don't know what he is capable of, right? So he says something to her and she walks over to me and says, hey, I was using that machine. So at this point, I'm pissed off and I'm saying, okay, I said, you know what? I said, leave me alone. I said, I know he sent you over here to me because he did the same shit over there, but I'm gonna need for you to leave me alone and back the away from me. I said, I am using this machine and you're not. So I forgot to add that when she approached me about the machine that she was not on, she was on the other side of the gym. He was standing in behind her as if he was protecting her, even though I know that he sent over there to say something to me. You understand? So one thing led to another. So at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel highly threatened because I am the only black woman in there and there is a white man and it is a YT woman and they look like they're not standing down. So I grabbed a weight and I said, look, don't you take a step towards me. And I genuinely mean that. So everybody's looking at us, and then they saying, you know, the employees walk over and say, hey, what's going on, blah, 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 this and the third. She immediately tried to play victim. Well, all I was asking her, no, you was trying to intimidate me. You and your narcissistic boyfriend was trying to intimidate me. He got mad and he got triggered, and he was all in his ego because I would not stand down from this man. So he sent you as if you gonna do something, and you're not. And like I said before, I told them, get the back the me. Y'all, I picked up a weight and everything. Anyway, I say all this to say this. There were 2 black men present when I was getting into it with these people. Okay? This big, buff ass, 300-pound white male was walking towards me, as well as his girlfriend was also walking towards me, and they sat there and didn't say word. And guess what? They seen what happened. They seen what happened in the beginning when this man told me to get the hell off the machine. And you know what they did? They sat there like cowards. They sat there like cowards.
Look, sis, I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm not trying to say you're right. What I'm trying to say is maybe this man was actually using this machine at this point. If he's trying that hard to get that machine, maybe he felt just as played because he was actively using it. I'm just saying because I know I'm a natural gym goer. And then sometimes I just brush it off as if, man, they got plenty of the machines. I totally get it. But why would you wrap in 2 innocent dudes and then blame the race card on these 2 innocent dudes? They got nothing to do with it. No, they ain't got nothing to do with it. We can't talk to you. All right, we ain't supposed to come around you. All right, because that's gonna be creepy. That's gonna be weird. But now I'm supposed to save you at the same time. Like, what do you want from these guys?
Okay, quick question of the day. The only people who believe that men and women cannot be platonic friends are people who sleep with every man and woman that they come in contact with. Agree or disagree? True or false?
I feel like men and women can be friends, but they have to be friends on a public platform or in a group environment, meaning like there's no one-on-one interaction, because too much of that can just lead to something else. And that's usually just coworkers type stuff. You can't avoid it. You're going to have coworkers. Let's just be honest, man. But I'm expecting you and Charles, the, you know, third leg Charlie from up the street, come on down and y'all want to play Mario Kart together on a Nintendo Switch in the living room. Like, how I'm supposed to, what? No. Yeah, that's not what's up.
Yeah, I cannot make this shit up. This is number 2 for the week, I swear to God. Like, what? I can't do it. I'm done. I don't want to do it no more.
Just off the strength of that text message, you need to go ahead and just, you know, just befriend this dude, bro. Just go ahead and just befriend this dude. But it is actually just paying attention to this text. It's just amazing how slang is becoming, man. Like, man, I thought it was slowly going away, but it just seems like it's actually getting worse through text. Like, I'm starting to see all kind of dialogue on text. It's wild.
Men be single, have the means to provide, and they automatically think within their nature and know, okay, I need a wife and I need some kids. See that I'm a single man that knows how to provide. I need a wife and kids. Single women get money. Oh, I got money. I gotta tell other women I got a bigger clit. I gotta tell women I'm better than men. I gotta tell women I don't need a man or no kids. I gotta tell the world I'm a better person. I'm better than men, and I'm better than women. So not your nature as a woman. So not your nature as a woman is supposed to be with the opposite sex and breed life. For the women that think the total opposite.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We get money and then don't let him get money and then he get older, because then this is going to be like, why even spend this on somebody? Like, why even start a family? He's just going to keep it all to himself at this point. Because I know a lot of guys right now, mid-30s, that are not touching their money. They make 6 figures. All right, they like, man, I care less about kids. I can care less about a relationship, man. I'm gonna have these situationships. They're gonna have these flings. It is what it is. That's up to them and how they want to do it. But like at the same time, they're not trying to get wifed up and they're not trying to have kids. So yeah, those limits are coming, ladies. I'm just being honest. And then when y'all get money, y'all just really want to act a fool, bro. Y'all booking trips to Miami, buying expensive Beyonce tickets. It does not make sense. Bags, designer clothes, jewelry, like do something else with it. I also feel like when men start getting money, they start to think, and I'm not saying every man, but most men start to think, how can I use this money to make more money? That's what you should be thinking.
So I just learned today that people have been cheating through the Notes app. So you click your Notes app, you type in what you want to say to your side piece, then you click the share button, and this thing comes up. And it says collaborate. Then just pick who you want to send it to, whoever's number you got. Then they can open their Notes app, and they can add or change your note. And look at this. It says they edited the note. And then you could just delete what you said, and nobody's gonna know. Guys, is this what we're doing?
It does not surprise me. It does not surprise me that these are the tactics that people are using now. Y'all gonna find some way to do it, man. This is insane. Editing notes? Bruh, technology is wild.
I put out a snack bin for people who deliver my packages. These are not those people. A couple of hours later, the next night. What would you do?
Man, I'm like super triggered by this clip only because, man, she won't go to the gym to work on her health, but she'll climb 2 flights of stairs for some snacks that's not even hers, bro. That pisses me off.
You know what? I'm not attacking anybody. You do what you want. It's your life. But I never understood why women download dating apps. You are a woman. You could be standing on the corner and somebody will try to pick you up, okay? Like, all you gotta do is walk outside. You are a lady. Why are you on Tinder? Why are you dealing with that?
You know, one thing is getting online and putting yourself on a platform for other people to put eyes on you, engage you, rate you, and all those other things. But it's way different than gonna stand on the corner. Yeah, that is not the same, young lady. I wouldn't see how that's clicking in your head.
You start talking again, but he's no longer the guy who was always excited to talk to you. That shift hurts. It's like you went from being his favorite person to just another notification. And no matter how chill you try to play it, you still feel it. The dry responses, the slow replies, the way the conversation don't flow like it used to. You're sitting there, you're rereading old text messages and wondering how it went from I can't stop thinking about you to my bad, I've been busy. And you keep telling yourself not to take it personal, but it feels personal. Because you remember how it used to feel. And this version of him, this ain't the same guy who used to light up when your name popped up. But let me tell you something. When the vibe changes, pay attention. Don't chase the old him in your new season. Sometimes God lets people fall off so you can finally stop pretending that they still fit.
The most powerful thing she said in this clip was, "You're not even really important. You're just another notification." Wow. Damn. Just take that, marinate on that, guys. That is powerful stuff.
Years ago, my husband told me that I was a bare minimum wife and mother. This obviously upset me. I felt like I was doing everything. I was raised by a mother who contracted out raising us. worked full-time, and our coaches, teachers, the heavy lifting of raising us. So as a stay-at-home mom who makes home-cooked meals every night with her children from sun up to sundown, eyes open to eyes closed every single day, what do you mean I'm bare minimum? So I took this very personally because he didn't really elaborate. Started doing all this extra stuff like making butter, making pasta from scratch, doing all this extra stuff. Now I'm in his face like, who's bare minimum now? Who's bare minimum me? It was still me. I was still bare minimum. Because it wasn't my culinary skills that he was talking about. He wasn't looking for handmade pasta. He was looking for a wife and a mother who did her job and did it without an attitude. Saw her children as a blessing rather than a burden. Brought peace and comfort and light to the home. But I was so angry with his honesty that instead of taking a second to consider that maybe I was bare minimum, says you can do all the work in the world, but if your attitude is stinking up your home, it's going to be your legacy. That's going to be all that's remembered. And most of the time, the problem is we just need to slow down. Now, this is something that I'm still working on, still working through. And recently, it was something that I needed to be reminded of. Cooking, cleaning, feeding your family is the easy part. But what attitude you do it with is going to be what's remembered. Working way too hard, don't tarnish your legacy. 30 years from now, your children and your husband won't look back and remember that delicious butter. They'll remember overstimulated, touched out mother who aimed the whole time she made the butter. Turned her back on her husband at the end of the night because she was so tired from churning her own butter.
It's crazy how a lot of women just think that cooking and cleaning is what they think a perfect wife or a great wife should be. That's it. Like nothing else. There's a lot more that come to it. You know, and for guys, bro, like it's a lot more than us going to work a lot of times. And here's the thing that I need to just go ahead and say again, because if you're at home as a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, whatever it may be, and you're not really working, maybe you work 20 hours a week, maybe you work 30, but if that guy is literally working 50, 60 hours, 2 jobs, he is literally giving up time that he cannot give back to take care of you and his, or just you alone. You got to understand the significance behind that. And if you don't appreciate that time wasted and that's gone, you don't deserve to be with that man. That's just me saying that out loud.